It's early and it's dark out and it's cold and you're all bundled up and you're wondering how many of these layers am I going to have to shed and where am I going to put them and do I have enough food? You're always kind of, I hope I can finish today and I hope I finish in time, and so it's very nerve-wracking, but it's also very exciting.
Yeah, the Courage Classic is great because you start out, there's like a couple thousand people that are all riding for various causes in a beautiful place, but you're also riding for a cause, and there's other folks that are riding for a cause too.
It's great. I love the energy involved, and it's also a physical challenge as well, and nothing keeps me riding more and going more than the cause that we're doing it for.
It's a long weekend of fun and laughter and hard work and tears and happiness.
Hi! Actually, the first day is exciting. You get to put your number on your helmet and on your bike, and we decorate our helmets and get our jerseys on and take pictures. It's actually really exciting and fun.
Making the helmets and making the streamers and putting little tattoos on, it's great. It makes it more fun.
Oh yeah, the helmet decorating, I mean, it's definitely an opportunity that the whole team can come together.
And then once you get your butt on the seat, then you're just like, oh crap, what did I sign up for again?
I'm always nervous. I'm always nervous, and I'm thinking, how am I gonna get up these 3 passes?
Each day I think, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know, and then achieving that, it's just incredible.
Sometimes it's a little daunting to know, oh my gosh, there's 20 miles left and I still have to go up Vale Pass.
But then it sort of shifts, and you start to realize it's not about your performance, it's not about how fast you are, it's not about how you're doing that day. It's truly about all the children who need this hospital.
But just knowing that, some kid's doing chemo for a week, I can ride my ass up the hill for another 2 hours.
It's so beautiful out there, and even though you're among hundreds of other riders, you can also kind of be in your own moment, and it's kind of surreal.
I search for signs of her. I look for a butterfly. I look for a great flower. Her little picture is on the side of my sleeve, and I'll look down at her picture, and she is right there on that ride with me. And so anytime I start to feel tired or something, she's just like, you gotta get it together, Mama. You have 40 more miles to go.
I have a 10-year-old son who lives with mitochondrial disease. His name is Jacob. So when I'm climbing a hill and I just want to quit, then I start to run Jacob's name, my son's name, through my head, and that will for sure get me up the hill.
I had a son last year too, and so I hope that I never have to go through a children's hospital experience with him, but I'm happy to support those who have had to do that, and it kind of means a little more to me that I have a kid now, and kind of just touched me in a different way.
Well, for the first 19 years, it was just right for the fun of it, the experience, the team. But we got a little surprise a little over a year ago when I got a phone call, and my 3-year-old grandson had just been diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. He had gone to the doctor, they did a blood test, and immediately rushed him. And immediately, the hospital got it under control. They've embraced him, and to this day, on a daily basis, they're providing support. That'll get you up the hills.
The first year that we did it, Samantha was 3, and she had been in the hospital a lot. Children's is such a great place, and I really felt this gratitude for what they had done for our family and for Samantha, and so I thought, let's no, Samantha's in the hospital, I don't have anything else going on, let's put a ride together. That's where it started, and the second year she passed away a week before the ride. I had 3 friends who went up and rode in memory of Samantha, and it's snowballed from that. But it started as a way of just saying thank you to the hospital.
We started the Courage Classic the last year we had Samantha. It was a very small team of 7 riders. We've since grown to almost 70 riders. First year we raised about $3,000. The last 2 years we've raised almost $110,000.
Actually, that we have a mitochondrial clinic here locally in Denver is partly due to Summits for Samantha.
The clinic is very, very small, but it is one of the only ones in the western portion of the United States. By supporting the research that the clinic is doing here at the Children's Hospital Colorado, we are beginning to attract medical professionals.
Austin, who's our new fellow for mitochondrial research, he wouldn't have been at Children's had it not been for our participation in this national database that we did 2 years before that made it available that we could do grants now. And Austin came to us from a grant from something that was put together 2 years ago.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a golden age of research in genetics in general, but also specifically in mitochondrial diseases. So now we have the ability to sequence every gene for patients who we don't have a diagnosis for. So our rate of being able to give people an accurate diagnosis has improved dramatically.
My son was actually diagnosed through the Mito Clinic here in Denver. And with the money from Summits for Samantha that are going into the clinic every year, we are able to further the mitochondrial research that is not just going to help people locally, but also nationwide, and I would probably even say worldwide.
You know, to be able to help these families, it's overwhelming.
When we got the diagnosis, there was nowhere to turn. There was really no support in Colorado. As the disease progressed, and I definitely really needed support. So when we found these amazing ladies that have started Miracles for Mito, I mean, they are the first person I call when there's something new. They're the person that I cry with and we celebrate with, so they mean everything to us. We have received a grant from Miracles for Mito that allowed us to put a stair lift in our house that he can get safely upstairs, and I won't be carrying a 70-pound child down the stairs, which was very unsafe.
You know, there are times when I'm gripping my handlebars and I'm reminded of the hands of the parents holding their children's hand overnight in Children's Hospital. I feel the burn in my legs, and I remember that, you know, some of these kids will never be able to walk. Just because of what I'm going through is just such a small fraction of what the kids and what the parents are going through in trying to, you know, fight this disease.
I am in charge of the volunteers at the aid stations. We typically have anywhere from 10 to 20 volunteers.
There's usually an aid station at the top, which is nice, because then I'm like, food!
So we work at the aid stations, preparing snacks for them as the riders come in. When they do come in, we'll hold up their bikes while they use the restroom, fill up their water bottles, Gatorade bottles. Give them a push if they need a push-up, they'll pass.
Just coming across the finish line and hearing everybody cheer and say your name or say Summits for Samantha, it's a huge accomplishment and you feel amazing.
Oh, it is such a great feeling. It's truly a sense of unity as you come in, and it's such a great feeling, just that connection that you end up having with everyone.
It's kind of this big relief, but not necessarily in a like, oh my god, I'm exhausted. It's more of in like, holy cow, we just did that.
It's addictive, it's like crack. You finish and you're just like, we did it for another year.
I did it. And after I did it 1 year, I have a hard time imagining a summer without Summits for Samantha and riding Courage Classic.
You know, it's a lot to ask for people. It's a lot to ask for them to train for the summer and to raise this money and to come up to Copper and to ride with us. And I am amazed that people are willing to do it. There are a million other things you could do this summer. Why would you come ride with us? And I'm so grateful for the people who do. And to ride up a hill and to see 10 Summits for Samantha jerseys ahead of me it's the best feeling in the world.
Who do I ride for? I ride for Cal.
Who do I ride for? I do ride for my son Jacob.
I ride for Iceland.
I ride for Andrew.
I ride for Robert. I volunteer for all of the kids.
Oh, I ride for Samantha. I ride for my brother Ryan. This year we lost 2 little guys to mitochondrial disease. We lost Caleb and we lost Luke. I ride in their memory. I ride for all of our kids that have to go through this. I ride for our adults and our families. I ride in hopes that, you know, we are a long way off from a cure, but I ride in hopes that we can make their lives easier.